Warning, you are about to watch the top 26 of 2012 list. Numbers 26 through 20. These are the games that I have selected and are my personal opinion. And some of these games I have not played yet. No audio or video has been used to put these games on the list. Thank you, enjoy the show, and please leave comments. The year's almost over, and everybody's got a top games list of this year. Well, unfortunately, YouTubers, I'm about to fall into the soul-crushing status quo cliche of giving you mine. But understand, these are the unbiased 26. The unabashed 26. Why 26? Well, that's the original number of Code Lyoko episodes in Season 1. So, yeah, there's your Lyoko reference, my fellow Lyokians. You knew I'd throw one in there. Some of these some of these games are on consoles. Some of these games are not. These are the best overall games. It doesn't matter what platform they're on. And I guarantee you there'll be a shock at the top. So have fun with this one. Debate all you want. Because here they come. The top 26 as done by me. Please enjoy.
Get in there.
We start this humble list at number 26 with a Facebook game of all things. And yes, Facebook does have games that do not suck. Trust me, Cityville, Farmville, Zynga Bingo, and others are fine examples of Facebook games that have turned into addictive crack. One of which of these games debuted in 2012, and it combines two bits of crack into one giant piece of Mungo crack. It's called The Price is Right Slots. And if you know what The Price is Right is, you already know it's crack. Combine that with the addictiveness of slot machines, and you've got a social game that practically, for about a span of 2 months, took over my life and my Facebook feed. Trust me, I'm still playing it right now. Level 35 if you need me, Spin Masters. This game might be simple and full of Price is Right tropes, but heck, it's all in the fun. Easy chip getting and or chip losing, playing all the Price is Right signature games. Who doesn't like playing a game of Plinko with 20,000 chips on the line or more? Or cruising down Contestants Row, knowing that you'll get a few thousand for doing absolutely nothing but a few clicks. Trust me, once you get through the early slots and start unlocking the different slots throughout the game can get real addictive. And that is why it come on downs at the starting point of number 26. Number 25, however, finds its home, strangely, on the PS Vita of all things. Sure, this game's big console brother didn't make the list, but thank God there was a version of it that didn't suck too bad. And that version being Marvel vs. Capcom 3, or more specifically, Ultimate Marvel. This is the first real example of what the Vita can do to a multi-platform game if done right. All the features of the genuine game are here. The character list, the out-of-control special moves slash infinites, the abundant music, and the great animation. Don't play it on consoles, it's a waste of your money. Instead, play it on the Vita. It's better served, and actually, the touchscreen functionality actually works for the game. Which makes it, ironically, seeing that it's Big Brother bombed, actually a lot of fun. That's why it's 25. 24. Well, what can't be said about 24 that has already been said about it? Uh, that it's one of the best games of the year, that it deserves a lot of traction for being somewhat different. Yes, and yes. That game, of course, being Fez. Now, if you're an Xbox owner, there's a game-breaking bug that may deny the fun of this game from you. Translated, the bug causes your Xbox to freeze every time you try to start up the game. But for anybody that can avoid this bug, what they're getting is a quaint, simple 2D slash 3D platformer that's gotten attention of a lot of the media. Now, I haven't played it per se, and it's the second of these games, but it most certainly holds enough attention where I might give it a trial in 2013. Lord knows we need more platformers. And Fez owns the title of being the first of several arcade games on the list. Speaking of arcade games, that leads straight into 23. Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalkers 2013. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Magic the Gathering. What makes Magic the Gathering, especially the third version of it, one of the best games of the year? Well, it's everything the previous two games were, except absolutely perfected in terms of its multiplayer and online offerings. Plus decks, and plenty of single player action. Although a fully fledged deck editor is not in this game yet, which is the one true flaw. But it is one of the best arcade games of the year. If you're a Magic player, like I am, or you need a card game that's not the sucky, well, Uno or Uno Rush, then pick this up. It might turn you into a Magic fan. Or it might not, it just depends. 22 heads back into the social sector with a companion game to a game that's later on the list. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Commander is technically a companion game to Ghost Recon Future Soldier. With this, you can unlock guns that you can eventually play with in Future Soldier. But it's a great standalone clicking type action game. Sure, it's a little buggy, by a little meaning a lot. But if you can get past all the bugs, what you'll find is a surprisingly addictive clicker here. The second social game on the list, because it's Ghost Recon, it's done well, and Ubisoft's general care. Plus, with the connection to Future Soldier, it most certainly helps. That's why it's 23. 22 is Nintendo 3DS's first major entry into the top of the crew.
When I went up there Wednesday.
Oh, playing Tonk.
Yeah. Why don't you take them cans to?
Portable games are portable games, and trust me, there are a lot of them. Sure, I could go off the board and say dream drop distance, but I'm not. I'm gonna go the predictable route and give 22 to New Super Mario Bros. 2, aka the Gold Digger Edition. And that is literally the point of the game. Collecting coin after coin after coin, sometimes in massive bushels. Yes, the Koopalings are in the game. How they were born, probably by Princess Peach's utero, is beyond me, but still, it's a great portable palooza, and it fits in with the new Super Mario Brothers gimmick. And yes, you just saw my mother on screen. Oh, how's that for year-end video? Getting my mother in on it. Number 21. Well, 21 holds a quite personal place with me, and quite frankly, warning here. Biased, biased, biased. It's the Code Lyoko social game. Yes, 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 I know. My name is Lyoko Lion. Why wouldn't I like this game? Well, why wouldn't any Lyoko fan not like this game? It just about sums up what Lyoko is. All about the fights, deactivating towers, and having Jeremy occasionally give you objectives and bitch at you in text form. Like he does everyone else. So it is an authentic Code Lyoko experience down to the actual computer graphics, theme song, and yes, even the logos and proper tower screen. This game is already nearing 1 million players on Facebook, and that's quick for a game in 1 year, especially based on a TV series about to have its glorious resurrection. So, please, if you're a Lyoko fan or you don't understand what this Lyoko thing is about, try the social game. It might get you hooked. I say might with big letters. Which leads to number 20. The first of the genuine console games on the list. And the only, and I mean only, PS3 game on the list. The only game in the entire PS3 library for this year that even was resoundingly worthy is Twisted Metal. Now, I don't own a PS3, but I know me some Twisted Metal. and the return of Sweet Tooth was glorious to many of the PS3 holders on. And trust me, David Jaffe didn't screw this one up either. It's just too bad that Sony never advertised it and never really gave it the strong online support it needed or the deep story mode that we've been accustomed to. Shoot, when you limit the story mode to only 4 characters in a cloud of dust and depend people to play the online that barely even exists, you're not gonna get much anywhere in the game is good category. But the game is good enough. Good enough to make the list and end this video at number 20. The next video features 6 more games as I go from 19 to 13 and the heavy hitters start coming on out. This has been the first part of the top 26 of 2012. I'm Leo Lion 59. Take your guesses at what the top ones are. And please leave comments on the 6 that I've described. Live life by the code.